With one of Leicester's rising prospects, the undefeated British Super Featherweight champion, Sam Bowen, out to prove he's more than the main man in the domestic league. The Argentine Horacio Alfredo Cabral could be a big step up for him tonight. Your commentary team, Barry Jones alongside John Rawling, and your MC, Thomas Treiber.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to a great night of World Championship Boxing live on BT Sport from the Morningside Arena here in Leicester, England. We get things started with 10 rounds scheduled, and it will be for the vacant WBO Intercontinental Super Featherweight Championship. Brought to you by Frank Warren on behalf of Queensberry Promotions, along with their great sponsors, 32 Red and Foot Asylum. It is sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control, Steward in Charge, and WBO Supervisor John Handelar, along with the World Boxing Organization President Francisco Valcarcel. Our 3 judges scoring on a 10-point must system will be Fernando Laguna of Spain, Phil Edwards of England, Manuel Oliver Palomo of Spain, and our referee in charge will be Howard Foster of England. Introducing to you first, fighting tonight out of the red corner, he's wearing black with green and weighed in at 9 stone 4 pounds. Coming to us from America, Buenos Aires, Argentina, he brings a professional record consisting of 21 wins, 2 defeats, 1 no contest, with 8 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Horacio Alfredo Cabral. And his opponent across the ring, fighting tonight out of the blue corner. He's wearing red with white and weighed in at 9 stone 3 pounds. Hailing from Ibstock, Leicestershire, England. He is undefeated with 13 wins. 9 of his 13 wins come by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the current British Super Featherweight champion, Sam the Bullet Bowen.
Okay, fellas, you both had your instruction in the dressing room. You both know what to expect. Keep it clean, drink straight away when told. Both you watch your heads in close. Good luck to you both. Touch gloves. Good luck, lads.
Well, what a great reception for Sam Bowen from his travelling support who've come down from Ibstock in the north of the county of Leicestershire, trained by Carl Greaves, and Carl's been bending my ears for months about just how good this guy is, so I'm interested to see.
Well, we've heard a lot about Sam, obviously coming off the best win of his career so far, obviously winning the British title in impressive fashion against a good Maxi Hughes, so we're expecting big things. This is a big platform to shine. Let's hope he produces tonight.
That's a nice jab to get the action underway in this opening round. Cabral from Estancion, America, in the province of Buenos Aires in Argentina. Had a very good win last year against Logan McGuinness, a Canadian. Got a civic reception in his hometown after that, but Bowen, he might find, is a rather stronger proposition. He is physically big for the weight, Bowen, and he is relentless in the way he comes forward. The nickname Bullet kind of says it all, doesn't it?
Straight and direct. He's just loading up just a little bit too much here, Bowen, early in the fight. He's maybe just a little bit tense. Just needs to touch him with the jabs. Just gets the range, and he can fire that right hand over the top.
Cabral, whose nickname is Lacho Lover, which is rather different, isn't it? A lot of talent in this division. Stephen Smith, James Tennyson, Martin J. Ward, John O'Carroll, Ronnie Clark, Woodstock, of course, who we're going to be seeing later on, and Archie Sharp, Zelfa Barrett. It's a formidable list, that, Barry.
It's a really, domestically, it's absolutely fantastic, it really is.
Well, he's got his gloves down, Cabral, and I'm not sure that is a wise policy. Howard Foster just telling him to break and get on with it.
Not far off for that uppercut there was Bowen.
He's been a bit of an avoided man, Sam Bowen. Good body shot, and he's showing there that he's quite prepared to take one, to land one. Cabral, not a big puncher, just beating him to the punch slightly there with those shots off the ropes. But look at this from Bowen. He is really getting stuck in this opening round. The use of the shoulder, the referee allowing him to get away with that one.
Just needs to take a half a step back here, Bowen, and maybe just jab to the chest. You've got a lot of upper body movement, lateral movement here from Cabral, so making a half opponent to hit the target clean. Just takes a little half a step back, just solid jab to the chest, and then goes to work. Just stops him in his track for a little bit.
He's been sparring with the excellent Lewis Ritson from the northeast, who's fighting for the European title next week, and apparently holding his own very effectively. Both have had their moments in this opening round. Bowen trying to load up, and he certainly looks the man with the greater power in his shots. Cabral showing some good elusive skills there, just slipping out of harm's way in the closing seconds of this opening round. And we'll hear how Barry actually reads this one and how he's scored it in just a moment or two.
That up, mate, all right? He's got to look for that left hook. Don't lead with the right hand, yes, but don't lead with the right hand, all right? He caught you with a couple of good shots here. Don't lead with the right hand, mate, because when you're missing, he's counting you with the left hook. You've got to get that right hand tight all the time. It's a little bit tricky. You're going to take some breaking up, mate. Keep breaking them up. Watch them little swings, them little counters, and them fast little flurries, yeah? The jab's the key. Everything off the jab, all right? No silly right hands on the road, yeah? Keep bullying him, keep hitting that body, keep breaking him down bit by bit.
Here in Leicester,
the jab's the key.
Sam Bowen getting instructions from his trainer and manager, Carl Greaves. And here's some of his quality work in that opening round. Has got a lot of strength, Barry.
He has, but I think he's just a little bit too tense at the minute, I think, Bowen. I think he did enough to win the round, John, but I just think he's a little bit too tense, trying a little bit too hard. And Cabral, you know, he's got good upper body and lateral movements, making him miss a little bit too easy. Just got Bowen's a little bit tense and telegraphing the shots just a little bit. So if he relaxes a bit, he just thinks a little bit before he lets his hands go, he'll be far more effective.
Still has a full-time job away from boxing, Bowen. Works in Desford, a company that builds diggers. Know much about diggers?
No, John, I do not.
Looking to go full-time, of course, somewhere down the line.
All I know is if you've got a job and you can manage it with your career, keep the job.
Well, it's hard work, I know. He trains in a local gym, even works out sometimes in his garage back at home, just to keep fit and to keep himself sharp. He doesn't spend more than perhaps a couple of days a week under the tutelage of Carl.
I gave up my job the day I won the world title, and it was the worst thing I ever did. That's just a note of caution there for him.
But just one who knows.
A nice uppercut there from Bowen. Again, what Carl Greaves is saying in the corner to him, just everything works off the jab. I think that's sound advice for him.
Good body shot, nice solid right hand, that one from Bowen. Cabral comes from a real fighting family. He's got his brother Alfredo in the corner with him. Dad was a boxer. 5 of his uncles fought. In fact, one uncle went very close to winning the world middleweight title back in the late 70s. Died tragically at the age of 23 in a car smash. That's indeed just a word. Graziano Riccigiani, who fought Chris Eubank back in the 90s. Good fighter. And he lost his life this week. There's a good argument that was one of Chris Eubank's very best nights.
Yeah, it was. Away from home, you know, and he thrived on that hatred of the crowd, didn't he, for sure. See, Bowen's having the more success, but you just see there, Cabral firing back. Bowen's not worried about any defence at the moment. He's keeping his hands up and he's walking forward. I mean, but he's standing, he's letting his hands go, but he's standing in front of the target and having to take a few back unnecessarily.
We've studied Cabral, of course, and Carl Greaves reckons that he hasn't got the power of Bowen. Bowen looking to walk him down. He has got a great chin. That's a lovely uppercut. Great shot. Cabral takes it well and holds his hands up, his gloves up, as much as to say, that did nothing to me, but a bit of kidology maybe to hopefully impress the judges.
A good movement before as well, just rolled underneath as well, so just sneak back up with that left uppercut.
Two of them landing simultaneously with right hands. Cabral getting a bit of success with that one. Bowen's never been down as an amateur or pro, and probably taking another round now.
You're not expecting it, all right? Just be careful of that. Keep chipping away. Let's vary your shots a bit more. Double the body shots, yeah? But when you are at distance, listen, don't throw the right hand on its own. Everything off the jab, yeah? Everything off the jab when you're at this. You won the round, yeah? Keep winning the rounds. Keep chipping away, all right? Keep breaking them up. We ain't going to take this for 10 rounds, yeah? Keep breaking them up, but watch his little flurries.
Sam Bowen just clipped above that left eye, and you can see they're working away with the iron to take a little bit of swelling out. Jamie Sheldon looking at that, and that was a lovely uppercut.
He's thrown some good uppercuts with either hand. There's the one there, the nice little roll underneath as well. So you know he's looking for the space, looking for the little gap in that guard, and he found it with a beautiful uppercut. And his shots are the heavier shots of the two. He's taking maybe a few too many than you would like. But maybe he said they've studied it, they studied Cabral, and I know he doesn't carry enough power to hurt you. But that's it. That's from the jab. What Calhoun's trying about after the first round. Work everything off that nice solid jab.
No journeyman though, this Cabral, is he? I mean, the victory over Logan McGuinness, people might not know that name watching here, but he's a decent fighter, and he was 25 with one draw, was he? And he took that fight. I mean, that's a great win.
I think Cabral, obviously, he's got a record where he's got a winning record, so he fancies his chance all the time. You can see he's quite elusive with his upper body movement, so he's not the easiest man to pin down. And for someone like Bowen, who likes to impose himself with physical strength and power, it's going to be a little bit difficult for him to close the gap.
Oh, good shot. Left hand from Bowen. Talked about Cabral's fighting family. His wife, Vanessa, actually had one fight, so I guess he could spar at home, couldn't he?
I don't know whether we should endorse that, John, to be honest.
Ooh, he was winding up with that right hand there. Perhaps as well for Cabral that he slipped it and it just whistled through thin air.
Again, I still think he just needs to relax just a little bit, Bowen. He still wants to keep the intensity. It's a nice, lovely uppercut. He wants to keep the intensity going, but it just feels just a little bit too tense. So he can't get no fluency in his work.
Potential fight between Bowen and Leon Woodstock somewhere down the line. If Woodstock can beat Sharp tonight, it would be a big ticket seller around this part of the world. It's good from Cabral. Good hand speed. Not a lot on the punches, but he was getting through.
Yeah, and he's making it obvious there's nothing on the shots as well. Again, that's where that bang to the chest just helps stop that little movement, so he can get cleaner shots on target there, Bowen.
This is where he's good though, Bowen.
Most of these shots are being blocked or partially blocked. He's got enough getting through for him to have the success enough to win the rounds, of course, but...
Just keep on coming though, doesn't he? Strong guy. Man of few words, actually. He's not naturally extrovert, and he's not one to spend his days looking at his phone and putting threats and the like on social media. Chooses to do it all in the ring and show people what he can do, and he's winning this fight. But Cabral still in there as an irritant. Looks as though this could well be another round going Bowen's way.
Yeah, for me it is. He's doing all the work. Cabral's making it awkward and tricky, but not doing enough work to win the round.
Nice body shot right on the bow.
Just trying to spoil you. Yeah, alright, yeah? You alright?
No overexerting, so.
No. Good lad, you've got loads in the tank, haven't you, mate? Yeah, alright, good boy. Yeah? listen to me, right? Don't get careless. Watch his little sneaky shots, yeah? Good boy. Keep chipping away. Let's double these body shots up a bit now. Change a few angles. Them right uppercuts are lovely, mate. As soon as you land the right one, let's dip them knees and bring that left hook to the body in, yeah? From distance, just keep on the jab. Don't get throwing long right hands and falling in, yeah? Well done. Good work.
Instructions coming in there in that corner from Carl Greaves. And he's pretty pleased with the way he's bossing the fight, and he just thinks that he's taking him, and as he perhaps, well, you didn't hear when we were away on the break, but he was saying to him, you've got plenty in the tank. You're coming on strong here.
He looks massively the stronger of the two, but I don't think anything that he's landed or the physical strength has bothered Cabral yet. But Bowen's winning, and winning quite it's not comfortable because this guy's a tricky, he's a messer, isn't he? But he's winning enough, he's winning every round without any dispute. Lovely, solid jab there from Bowen.
A little nod from Cabral as much as to recognise it, and he's wanting to just hold on through a bit of desperation to win a moment or two, just to regroup. Shots. These are starting to be hurtful punches.
It gets you about Bowen, because he's so physically strong there, Bowen. He can break away from the clinch and still throw those uppercuts in close.
Well, this is what he does. Not a big one-punch knockout artist, but he wears people down and keeps on coming.
He punches through the target, doesn't he? He's a strong puncher more than a concussive sort of knockout artist, like you said. Nice shot again there from Bowen.
Working nicely inside. Just a word about Carl Greaves as Bowen switches southpaw momentarily, based in Newark, and he's one of those guys who does a tremendous job producing and promoting small hall fights around the country.
Busy man, isn't he?
Good fighter once upon a time as well.
Round my sort of time, John. Just a little bit after me, I think. That's a good jab. That's what he needs. That's just start off every attack. That's a nice solid jab there from Bowen.
Great left hook as well, wasn't it? There's some power on that. He's perhaps not breaking him down yet, but Cabral is starting to look a little bit disorganised. Did he kiss him?
Yeah, he went twice.
Good job Vanessa's not here watching that.
That's good there from Bowen, not getting too close to the target. Mark Cabral's moaning, Bowen keeps working away.
Complaining about shots around the back of the head.
He's complaining about the head as well, I think.
And he's starting to bust him up a little bit, you sense here, in this fourth round.
But I don't think he is. I think Cabral just knows enough to ride the shot.
Those body shots are hurting, I think, Murray. Will make his ears buzz a bit as well.
But he don't take more than two on the trot, does he, Cabral? Once he takes one, then he starts that move, that rhythm of movement, then just to keep out of the way.
Well, that's a sweet uppercut. I was just about to say, Cabral doesn't look as though he's got the power to keep Bowen off, and he lands a lovely little right uppercut like that.
But Bowen just walked through it, though. That's the difference.
He has got a good chin, hasn't he? Oh, good shot, great shot. Left hook right on the closing seconds of the round, and I think it's a bit of a dying swan act. I don't think he's going to get up. I think it's going to be all over right there. Bowen jumps with joy, and he wins with another tremendous hook to the body, and he's done him with body shots. Strength, and ultimately seriously impressive. And his manager, Carl Greaves, grins. Cabral still down on the canvas, and that was a really impressive finish. I've
got to be honest, I don't think, even though Bowen was trying to wear him down with physical strength and the shots, he was digging in shots, I think Cabral looked quite comfortable. I do think he did. That shot came out of nowhere, that left hook. He jumped into that attack to the body. He was out of distance. It was really a shot you shouldn't throw, I've got to be honest, because there's so many risks, but he's so confident in his power. he was right out this. He just jumped their feet off the floor almost with that left hook, and a beautiful shot, and it just literally snapped Cabral in half.
Well, he might not be a lad to give it the big I am when he's being spoken to and being interviewed, as we'll probably hear in a moment or two. But when you land, that's a lovely straight left. But when you can land with the power that he does and just keep on coming again and again, and ultimately finishing it with a tremendous left hook.
Well, he showed his physical strength. I think he showed that he's a strong puncher. It looks like he's got a good engine, but look at that. He just jumps at the attack. He's way out the distance. It's a fantastic shot that you wouldn't really be prepared for, I've got to be honest, because you think you're in a safe place. He's too far away. Just gets him on a change of direction as well, doesn't he?
There's a big screen here in the auditorium which the crowd's watching to see these slow motion replays, and there was a palpable ooh as that landed.
It wasn't quite Nazim Hamid, but it was that sort of jump off the floor with leaping in with a left hook. That's a good shot, fantastic, really heavy as well. It's a great finish, and this is what he wanted. This is what he needed. This is his real spotlight coming out party for Bowen, and he produced.
Well, he's won this WBO Intercontinental belt. He's already the British champion, and that, while it lasted, got more impressive the further it went. And the bell is about to be put around his waist because Thomas Treiber is ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the official time. 3 minutes, 7 seconds of round number 4. Our referee in charge, Howard Foster, reaches the count of 10. Your winner by count out, and now the WBO Intercontinental Super Featherweight Champion, Sam the Bullet Bowen.
He's beaten opponents, sportingly applauding. There's another belt to add to the collection, and I think somehow there might be a few more in the months and years to come. Pretty impressive.
Yes, indeed, John. Until tonight, with every respect to this young man, probably not even the best-known super featherweight in his own area here in Leicester. That surely has just changed. And if anybody doubted where he'd come from to snatch that British title, we now know.